I'm on Waxahachie Creek. Gonna look at an abandoned trestle. I'm also looking for some coke ovens that I haven't found yet. This pedestal here looks just like one I saw about a mile from here on Camp Branch Creek. There he is. Somebody caught some fish here and cleaned them and ate them. I've seen the trestle on satellite imagery, but I haven't ever been over to it. I had considered trying to kayak to it, but I think it's easier just to walk to it. The water's all so low, there's not really enough water in the creek to kayak right now. There's my first find. It's a fairly old jar. Not really worth any money, but cool enough anyway. Don't know what that's about. I'll leave my jar here under that tree, come back for it. There's the rest of those pedestals. Bridge supports for the highway is what I believe it is. One down there, 3 up here. I was walking along, I saw these poles here that had been burned. I saw a couple of them and some trash, and I was thinking, man, I must be getting close. And then I looked to my left a little bit, and right here is the trestle, sticking out like a sore thumb. Wow. This guy is big. You can tell we're in a drought. The creek is almost not here. This is pretty steep. I'm a fat boy. I gotta stop a minute, catch my breath. I made it about halfway up the hill and stopped at this cabinet. There's a couple of them here, and there's another one right up there. And then I think one more down there in the woods. I don't know how they would have got here unless somebody threw them off the hill. I don't know. They're not safes, although they may have been at the top of the hill. They may have had a little office up here or something, I don't know. But definitely nobody carried them up that hill. They would have come off the top for sure. Four-wheeler trail. Gotta catch my breath again. This is part of the L&N Mineral Railroad. Made its last run in the 1960s. And I'm on the tracks now. Feels fairly solid, although you see there are pieces missing. Doesn't make me feel very reassured. So you've got dirt and rock on top of cross tie. Don't really love that. I can't tell what's rotted and what's not under there. I think I'm gonna tighten up my shoelaces. All right, here we go out on this trestle. Don't try this at home. A little bit of movement there. This is sketchy. This is up here. I don't think I want to go any farther. Sorry. It's probably the safest part, but I don't like it. I don't like it. This is the worst part. Messing with this thing. And these things. These cross ties about had it. Don't jump off, buddy. Tree frog about to jump off the bridge and kill himself. There he went, flying through the sky. He'll probably do better than me falling off of here. I'd say it's about 130, 140 feet from the creek up to the top. I'm probably 100 feet up right here. Maybe 90. It's up there. I've rappelled from this high, but I had a rope. I wouldn't be scared to rappel. I just don't like walking on rotted stuff. Look at all the hitchhikers I picked up. I'm covered in them. It's the price you pay to get out here, though. The only way you can see this in person is to push through the bushes and climb the hill. Old Coke bottle and an old jug. Would have been a lot cooler if they weren't broken. Gotta find a souvenir of some kind. Maybe one of those bolts down there in the creek. That'd work. I like steel and brick and glass. Looks like somebody tried to burn it. The other side's burnt. piece of glass here, a 1/2 inch thick. Maybe an old television set, I don't know. Thought I was gonna have a little wider area to get by here. Real pretty creek. No bottles, no trash. There's a whole stack of the bolts here. Part of the old burnt railroad here. I don't know who burned it. Whether it was the railroad or the people down here partying. I imagine it was the party people. And I imagine it was somebody down here collecting these, gonna scrap them out, and decided it was too far to walk with them. I've got myself a couple of souvenirs here. I got me a cross tie plate and a cross tie nail. These are the bolts that would have come through from the top and attached the cross ties to the steel. And that would be the big washer. So I got a couple of things to carry out of here. This is a cool find right here. Like I said, I saw it on the satellite imagery and I didn't expect it to be this tall. You can't tell from outer space how tall this was, but this thing is big. Well, all right, I think it's time to walk up out of here. See y'all later. Meerkats out.